welcome back to my channel. My name is Monet, aka Mscreativediva. Today we are going to do this look, you guys. I wanted to do a detailed, more so kind of baddie on a budget type eyeshadow look, giving y'all some spring vibes. Today this video is sponsored by Juvias Place, so we are trying out the new Culture palette from them. You guys can check out some of the colors. So it's super vibrant. It is giving you spring and summer looks for those of you who are into color. Me, on the other hand, I have kind of shied away from it over the years. So this is a little different for me. I haven't put no color on in a while. So if you guys are interested in seeing this full look, let's go ahead and get started. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and start by applying my Pixi H20 Moisturizer. I've used this in probably the last year and a half. It's great for oily skin, and it is gel based. So if you suffer from your primers breaking you out or you're allergic to silicone, I definitely recommend trying a water based or gel based product. So I'm going to go ahead and use this brow gel from Juvias Place. This one is in the shade medium, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys, it's amazing. This one reminds me of the girl boy from MAC Cosmetics, if y'all remember that. Amazing. I love the fact that it lightens my brows. Next, I'm just going to go in and add my primer. I am using the blurring primer from Laura Mercier. Alright, so next I'm going to use this foundation from Juvias Place. You guys, I will link the color down below. And I'm also going to take this concealer. I love to use this as my contour. Y'all know that it's warming up. And so sometimes I will kind of switch between the cream stick as well as this one. This one, you definitely want to work with it because it dries. But I love the fact that it gives me that contour that I'm looking for, and it's so blendable. I want to say this is in the shade number 3 if I'm not mistaken, but I'll leave a link down below for you guys. And so I just did a video on pretty much my contour. Y'all, I've changed it a little bit. The technique is just more so the patting motions and how I drag it on my face. So definitely stay tuned for that video. I'm sure it will come right after this one for you guys. And so I am just mixing that, and then I like to add my foundation afterwards. I find that it just allows me to blend everything so effortlessly, and I'm also not using as much product as I would normally use. So I do recommend this method, you guys, especially if you find that you're wasting your foundation, or you're just using too much, because a lot of times I put my foundation on my napkin, my hand, things like that. Now let's get into it. We are using the Culture palette, so I wanted to see what I can use from this palette. So instead of using my regular blush color, I decided to use this color from the palette. I almost said the blush palette, but the eyeshadow palette. And today I'm using this as a blush. I did end up mixing 2 colors together just to get this. I was going for something really soft. It does have some pink in it, so I am going to end up going in with a brown as well, just to kind of soften it up. So I am going to start off with this soft brown eyeshadow. It's giving me like a warmth, but it doesn't have a lot of red undertones in it, but it's going to work. So I'm going to place that where I started my contour, and I'm going to bring that to the outer edge of my eye. And I mainly focus this in my crease. This acts as my transition color. I do this with any shade of eyeshadow that I'm using, whether I'm using color or neutrals. After laying that a few times, I'm going to go in with this really soft brown shadow. And I'm going to place that at the beginning of my eye. And this is just going to help blend everything in. Kind of just softens up any harsh lines or anything that's there. And I'm just doing my finishing touches, and then I'm going to go in. We are going to smoke out the outer edge of my eye. So I like to use this shadow palette. It's a quad. This is also from Juvias Place. I believe it's their brow quad, if I'm not mistaken. So you can use this for your brow shadow as well, but I love it for an eyeshadow palette. Like, it is the perfect amount of browns. I have so many to choose, well, not so many, but you know what I mean. I have multiple to choose from, so I can definitely make a smoky eye work. And so that's the reason why. So I'm taking that second shadow and I'm applying that and focusing it on the outer edge, more so the V of the eye. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go in with this gold shadow. It is super, super pretty. What I did was I sprayed my brush before touching the color. And for me, this helps with any fallout for the most part. And it also allows my shadow just to stick in place and just blend. And I love to just pat that in. Y'all see that? Like, the pigmentation is super crazy. I feel like Juvia's Place eyeshadows, they are always super pigmented. So it's definitely worth the amount of money. It's always worth the price, and it's super affordable, you guys. Like, come on. Once I have that shadow in place, I'm just cleaning it up with my brush. I'm then gonna go in and line my lower lash line. And I am taking this shadow, this pencil. This is like a new pencil I got a long time ago. I wanna say it's like from Rimmel or something like that. I can't remember. I don't even know if they carry it anymore. But what I decided, I wanted to do the pop of color. So I am going to take this Juvia's Place crown pencil. I do not know the color, so I'll put it down below. But it is like a bolt blue, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to put that on the lash line itself. And I'm going to use that as my base for when I add my blue shadow. So I want to do like a kind of teal color because I've already done like a navy blue smoky. That video is coming, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so next I'm going to go in with this greeny sort of, to me it's giving me very sky blue, but it has like some green undertones in it. So I'm going to pop that on top of where I put that liner. And so we are going to blend those two colors together. And that's going to be my pop of color. I feel like you can do this with any shade, whatever you're wearing. Like if you want to match it and you don't want to do too much color, I always feel like a pop of color can still be sexy, can still be wearable. And yeah, like y'all see it, like the gold at the top, the color at the bottom. It's really, really cute. It's definitely screaming spring vibes or summer vibes. I'm just taking my brush and making sure to clean up, making sure everything is blended as far as my smoky. I did decide just to add a little bit more of that chocolate brown eyeshadow inside of the outer V. And I'm just making sure all that is cute, it's blended, it's clean. Yes, I feel like we have the look, honey. We have the look. We're gonna go into mascara. Before I get to mascara, I am going to line my eyes. I am using the NYX Epic liner. You guys, I do not like this liner. I'm just going to be 100% transparent with you guys. I have not lined my eyes, honestly, like it's been a while. Y'all know I've been wearing like my neutral smoky, so I don't do a liner with that. And so I believe my liner, because it's gel, has dried up. I don't know. Y'all let me know if you guys have those issues down below. But it's dried, so I'm finding that I had to kind of mix it. So I am taking that liner mixed with what is that other liner? I cannot think of it, but I will definitely link it down below. So you're gonna notice I had like a felt tip liner. I think I want to say Wet n Wild, but I think that's not the right one. So yeah, so we're just gonna quickly line our eyes, and then we are gonna get them prepped for mascara. So y'all, so what I'm going to do is take a little bit of that powder to clean up like the color that I use for my lower lash line. One thing that I had to remember is that when I do color, you guys, I do tend to over powder my under eyes, and that's something that I don't even do anymore. So you're gonna notice that my powder was a lot going on underneath the eyes, but once my oil set in, it was good. For this look, I wanted it to be really playful, but still sexy. So I am taking my lashes in Hustle. You can find these lashes in Mcdluxuryco. Definitely check it out. After I apply my lashes, I'm going to go in and just bronze my face a little bit. So I wanted to keep it in the same fashion as far as using the palette as much as possible. So I'm taking that same warm brown eyeshadow that we use for our eyeshadow, like in the crease, the first shadow. I'm using that as my bronzer to kind of warm up my face. So I wanted to keep my blush pretty neutral, so I am going to add just a little bit more color on my face, and I'm mixing these two eyeshadows, that warm shadow that I use for bronzer as well as that soft sort of peachy eyeshadow, and I'm going to place that on the cheeks just to give me a little bit more color. Alright, so I'm going to go in and line my lips. I am taking two brown liners. I just like to mix my liners. One I like to use to define my lips, so that one's always darker. And the second one I like to use it as a warm eyeshadow. I mean just a warm color to kind of warm up the lips. So that way it just blends and melts with my lipsticks. And then I'm going to pop on a shadow. I still use that same shadow that I used for my blush on my lips. I'm gonna pop a little bit of cocoa brulee in the center on the lips just to kind of lighten it, because you guys know how I feel about a light nude. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I am using my Makeup Forever setting powder. I'll put the shade down below for you guys. This just gives me extra coverage, although even without setting it, I feel like my coverage was good. I just like to make sure everything is blended and it just looks good. Okay, so I just added a little bit of glow up highlighter, and then I'm going to go in and add a few coats of mascara on my lower lash line. This mascara is the Perversion mascara. I've been using this for quite some time. I love it on my bottom lashes. I honestly feel like you don't have to spend a lot of money on mascara. I do love drugstore. L'Oreal is like my favorite. So yeah, you never have to spend a lot. Even e.l.f. have some great mascaras as well. Alright, you guys, so here's the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I tried to get it as quick, as simple as possible for you guys. I'm kind of leaving out the foundation process. If you've been watching me, you guys can always find foundation details on a different video. But I did use the Juvias Place foundation in the shade Burkina. I do have a video review on it that I did quite some time ago when they first came out. Definitely check that out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look as y'all feeling the culture palette from Juvias Place. Thank you once again, Juvias Place, for sponsoring this video. I will be posting like looks and stuff like that in my Get Ready With Me's and my vlogs. Thumbs up this video, share this. And before y'all leave, be sure to subscribe and tap that bell to be notified. I'll check y'all in my next one. Later.